Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with another Let's Play, and this one is, pretty self-explanatory, the title and all, and it's pretty much a classic. We've got Mega Man 2 in the year 2000X. Alright, I get really confused with the 2000, because that leads me to believe it's somewhere between 2000 and 2009. Like, that's a 9-year span. We're already past that. We don't have sentient robots. We don't. But this is the sequel to Mega Man, Mega Man 2, probably the most well-known game in this franchise. Like, everyone has played this game, so I'm going to be no different. I'm going to go ahead and play this game, and it's iconic music and everything. Just doing this because time frame is getting a little, hectic, so getting 3 people to finish Secret Mana, a little much. It's not being put on hiatus or anything, it's just, this is something to do so I can build up a huge backlog of Secret Mana, and not worry about it. So, think of this as I'm on vacation while I'm still working. So, 2 difficulties, we've got normal and difficult. We're gonna do normal, because screw difficult. That's just not gonna happen at all. Alright, so Mega Man 2 classic wily bosses. We've got Heat Man, Bubble Man, Air Man, Quick Man, Wood Man, Crash Man, Flash Man, and Metal Man. And I'm just like, I don't know. Everyone ends in man. So yeah. Alright, little thing. I'm not going to talk a lot about this game. I mean, there's nothing I can say about this game that has not already been said before. And probably by other people who are way better at this game than I am. I mean, I'm not bad at this game, but, I'm not, doing any worldwide speedrun records or anything like that. So, yeah. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to talk about, my history with this game. Everyone has a history with certain games. Mega Man 2 is one that I have an entertaining history with. When I was a kid, I didn't have an NES. My next door neighbor did, which, allowed me to play a lot of games, and my other members of my family did. Specifically, my uncle and cousins happened to have, 1-up. Fabulous, and I'm just getting the crap kicked out of me by these things. I'm going to come back here and get on solid ground and try to farm up some health, because I've taken a ton of hits. Anyway, so the first time I played this, my uncle rented this, back when renting games was still a thing. Now you've got things like Gamefly, which still kind of make it a thing, but not anywhere near what it was. Why can I not get a giant health pellet? I keep getting ammo, but I don't need ammo. And I keep wasting it, because God, the conveyor belt. Anyway, so, I played Mega Man 1, and had a blast with it, and was really excited to try Mega Man 2. So, finally try it. It seems so much harder than the original, but that, I guess, was just my inexperience as a gamer as a kid, so, it frustrated me to no end. But I loved the concept of the themed villains. You had, Crash Man, Bomb Man, Fire Man, Metal Man, Superman, and all of it. That's, to me, what a superhero was. You had Spider-Man, Batman, that's what it was. So I would, write I fancied myself an artist as a kid. I had, okay skills, but nothing that I ever, expanded upon. I could draw a stick figure pretty well. That's about it. And so I started drawing all sorts of characters that if I were to ever become a famous cartoonist, these are the characters that I would want to draw. And, they were pretty much entirely themed. My friend who had the NES, he created Bubble Man, who was just a bubble, wearing sunglasses. And, you'd think a bubble would not be all that impressive, but it was. So, yeah, that's just, the sort of thing I did as a kid that was influenced by this game. And I am missing Metal Man terribly. Alright, so Metal Man, one of the few things I'm going to talk about in this game is that, you know, Metal Man pretty much breaks this game. This game was nowhere near as polished, I should say, as Mega Man 1 or any of the other Mega Man games where you have, like, distinct boss weaknesses and strengths. So Metal Blade pretty much just wrecks everyone. Like, just use it. It is the best weapon in the game. And that's about it. And after Metal Man, you can go on, like, there's a lot of ways to do this. And I'm just gonna kind of dick around with it. So I tried to do 2 Robot Masters an episode. But yeah, so I used to draw little comic characters, but I still have the book somewhere if I, you know, ever get off my ass and try to scan it in for posterity. I might upload some of the pictures as, you know, a link or something in this. Probably not anytime soon, but it was one of those things that, you know, you did as a kid. You wanted to be the next, well, at least in my case, I wanted to be the next Stan Lee. Wanted to make superhero comics that were awesome, and then you had kind of this huge, you know, surge of that, like the independent artists like Todd McFarlane. You had Spawn, you had Witchblade, The Darkness, Fathom. One of my favorite comics of all times was Battle Chasers, done by Joe Madureira, and that was one of those things that also further influenced me, but I would never have looked into it had it not been for basically Mega Man. Because Mega Man got me into comics, in a sense. And yeah, it's one of those strange things that you wouldn't think would have an impact, but it does. And I'm really surprised. It's just one of those things that, you know, lingers with you. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who's been, you know, impacted by the Mega Man franchise over the years. I mean, I could probably think of like a half dozen friends of mine who are like, oh yeah, I love Mega Man. Mega Man's great. And then I can also think of probably a good couple of friends of mine who've probably never picked up or played a Mega Man game to save their life. So, which is really entertaining considering, you know, it seems like a lot of people also won't be playing Mega Man games. Given Capcom's attitude toward the franchise as of late, it seems to be the closest thing that's going to happen is Mighty Number 9 is going to replace Mega Man in the annals of history from this point on. Which is disappointing, because I mean, I love Mega Man. I mean, I'm excited about Mighty Number 9, but it's just not the same, you know? Like, I grew up with Mega Man, and so this is different. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling on this point, because, like I said, there's not really much to talk about the game other than, you know, its, I guess, historical significance. Alright, so we've got next page. We're gonna switch to Metal Blade, and we're gonna kill Bubble Man. Yoink, yoink. I always love the jump through the doors. Ding, 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 ding. And there's spikes on the top, so you can't jump too high. And too many sprites on screen. Things are getting a little slow down. And Bubble Man's dead. Biggest joke in gaming history is Bubble Man. And not the Bubble Man that my friend drew, just this Bubble Man. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to do probably about 2 Robot Masters a video. So that's probably going to be it for this episode. And I will see you guys in the next installment where I take on 2 more Robot Masters. So, till then, later everyone.